Yo, check me out, I'm Elder B. Happy Friday once again. As the sweet sounds of Tarna's Inn brought us out last Friday, they bring us in on this Friday. Quest for Glory 3, Day 3. It was a long day at work today. Got off just a couple hours ago, and was expecting to get off like 6.5 hours ago. So, that being said, we're gonna unfortunately cut it a little short tonight. We're gonna do about an hour rather than the usual 2. So we won't be finishing 3 this session, obviously. But that does mean next Friday we'll be able to wrap this bad boy up. But we'll get as much in as we can. It should be Initiation Day. It should be Surprise in a Cage. It's the Jack in the Box Surprise in a Cage Day. But we'll see what we get into with the hour that I'll allot for us. And then we'll chat about some upcoming streams and good stuff like that. Because after this busy work of week... Let's give that another shot. After this busy week of work, I've got a lot of time coming up that is free time. So there's going to be some extra streams, some extra games checking out, and good stuff like that. So without further blabbing, and then to then be subsequently joined by even more blabbing, tea of the evening is chamomile, honey, and vanilla. It's time for Quest for Glory 3. Hey, Knight, happy Friday. Good to see you. I got Scarlet Deer in demo, so I will be adding that to the pre-purchase preview series and streaming that maybe week after next. Looks really cool. I really like the art style of it. The crochet characters are really neat. Alright, so our goal today was to grab the potion. Go to our boy, the hookah boy. What would you ever call him? Obviously they went for like a hippie vibe, but it's more than that. He's got more going on there. Anyway, so I've already cheated pre-stream and checked inventory out. I think we're all set. We don't need any extra goodies. I didn't really look at... It's really funny. Did I buy 100? I'm pretty sure I bought 100 meat. There's no way. There hasn't been that many in-game days. Anyway, so inventory's good to go. Now I'm curious. Yeah, 13. I didn't buy 100. I think I always used to buy 100, but anyway. Obligatory start of play session character sheet check. I'm not happy with some of the steps, but the stats. You know, parry and dodge are pretty garbage, but overall, and I think it's been, pretty widely accepted that 3's combat is kind of trash, and as much as 3 is so far still my favorite game in the series, I really have to agree. The combat is pretty trash. So I don't think I'm going to waste either your time or my time on upping weapon use, parry, or dodge that's not inherent to just playing the game. So let's not waste any more time with that. I am going to creep around still like a weirdo so we get stealth maxed out, because why not? Yeah, I think we're kind of where we're at, essentially. Like strength, throwing, whatever. For 4, not great skills to have. Magic is garbage, but again, we're kind of a magic user. So, the sheet is how you see it. We'll keep checking it just because I'm always curious on how we're doing on it, but I don't think we're going to put any more effort into it. Also, I think you need to talk to the thief at night one more time. I think you're right. I think he hasn't committed. We'll keep it spoiler free to us at this point. I just said we were going to be a creepy creep, and then I'm being... It's only better because I started creeping right behind this person. Oh, don't mind me. Don't look behind you. Yeah, I think you're right. I don't know what happens if you don't complete that circle, we'll call it. But let's not find out. We might as well do that. That being said, I don't really have anything to do here prior to waiting for that. So I think we might just kind of sleep through the day. Maybe I'll go oh, I don't think I gave him... And as I'm about to give him this, I just realized too, he's getting time to mix, I believe. I don't think he can give it to you right now. I think he's get out. Yeah. Come back some other day. Okay, so we should have done that yesterday. I think we arrived at night, so it doesn't really matter. But there we go. We have to stick around anyway. Get out of here, sneaky. I think that music is blasting in your guys' ears much more than it is mine, obviously, since it's easier for me to turn it down. So let me know if the sound balance isn't right. That's the only negative about, as much as I enjoy swapping between games on stream. We're not going to go down there. We don't need anything down there. Making sure the sound balance is correct for you is probably one of the easiest things. Also, to make sure it doesn't say Quest for Glory 3 across the top of the screen. There we go. Yeah, I just added that in. So anytime I get adventurous and I'm like, oh, it'd be cool if I put this in during the intro, or if I mess around with anything, like, it's inevitably going to be goofy in some manner. Okay, so even though I've committed to what the character sheet is, let's take a peek. Yeah, throwing we can do just real quick, just knock that out. That'll get us some strength too, waste some time, we can sleep. So on and so forth. I didn't expect that to happen, actually. I didn't think that was an encounter. I thought that was where we stopped. That's magic. Magic them up. I always go to the same 2 spells, though. So I'm not raising skills in literally any other spell. I think I put heal. Yeah, I was about to say. That's okay. Hit him with a pinky on that one. Yeah, because if I sat here and did this, and I did that in Quest for Glory 2, which, you know, got us to where we are now, basically, on the... But nobody wants to watch that, but I also don't want to do that. So, it's basically not going to happen. We'll start Quest for Glory 5 with parry and dodge where they are. Yeah, looking at the levels, you guys are getting blasted in the eardrums. Let's turn that down a touch, eh? Hopefully that's a little better. Get all my goods back in order there. All right, let's go. Yeah, so the, I don't know why I'm running even further just to sit here and pick up, like, I probably need like 10 rocks, realistically, to max that skill out. Again, lots of, the game sales continue, and I know, you know, they're probably trying to do like the Black Friday thing. I tried to watch Mac talk about Green Man Gaming sales, but I've never bought anything on Green Man. It's like, it's a weird thing, right? If there was a better sale on Green Man Gaming than just getting it from Steam, I don't know what it is about it. I don't know. It's weird, I guess. Like, I'm like, oh, well, I've never bought anything on there, so why would I? That aside, there's a ton of games on sale. So I've already picked up Astroneer. I've got Void Train. I'm gonna get Starship Troopers, which I think is gonna be potentially as disappointing as you would imagine it is, but maybe not. You know, you never know. I don't like to judge before we get into these things. What else? I think there's one other on the list. Regardless, though, we're gonna crack into Void Train on Wednesday. What? I've got to get the name of the game. We'll do it as we traverse. Whispers of West Grove is going to happen on Tuesday, and that's a game unlike anything I've ever played before. The whole horror kind of game stuff popped up, like Phasmophobia and like kind of the party games of banishing demons and identifying spirits and ghosts and all that good stuff. And that's just not, I don't know, it's not really anything that I'm like, oh, I really want to watch or play that, rather. So, I had the developer reach out from it and say, are you still playing games? Would you mind taking a look at this and tell us what you think? So that was really cool. So yeah, we'll be doing that on Tuesday. And then Astroneer is going to be short to follow after that, and Starship Troopers shortly after that. I don't want to stack myself up too much per week, because we're still going to do the same Friday, Saturday, Sunday series that we've got going on. I have been doing the missions in Kerbal Space Program, so I'm not completely inept when it comes to Kerbal Space Sundays. So I think it's improving my build abilities and just kind of like the stuff you lose when you haven't played that for a while, but looking forward to that. I haven't played many games really at all this week. We did Vitrified on Wednesday, which if you're a Metroidvania fan, absolutely check that game out. That he's got some good stuff in the works, I think. But other than that, I've been relatively gameless. Let's change that next week for sure. Hopefully everyone enjoyed Thanksgiving if they were partaking. We did breakfast food. We didn't do the traditional. My wife made a quiche. We had breakfast sausage, which is like, you know, this is what we're having for Thanksgiving. But you live out of the country for a couple years and Thanksgiving is no longer a staple for you. Oh, well that was convenient. I fought like 2 things. Great timing. Yeah, I knew that was gonna miss. I'm gonna have to, I think I'm gonna have to do some soul searching after 3. Because I still love the game, but I'm thinking now 1 is gonna be my favorite. I don't really want to reorder until we've actually finished it up, but I think that's the way I'm leaning. We always do lunch. Yeah, I think it's funny that, like, you know, people have varying degrees of traditions for things that they celebrate stuff on, but there's some things that are just like, they don't stray very far. Like, I think Thanksgiving in general for US folks, obviously, is pretty similar. Christmas is such a wild variance. Like, when I met my wife, her family would open Christmas presents on Christmas Eve, and then, like, also on Christmas. Like, Christmas Eve was the family presents, and Christmas Day was the Santa presents. And to me, I was like, that's the wildest thing I've ever heard. Like, whatever. And they have pizza on Christmas Eve, because, you know, you're getting ready for the big Christmas Day meal. But again, I never did any of that stuff. So now we only do the Christmas Eve and Christmas Eve pizza, which is super fun. That looks, I don't know if this filter is maybe going to be too much for you guys. Oh, it's not even applied to this. Okay, so bear with the somewhat dark screen, but it is nighttime. All right, so he's still the usual good stuff. Okay, this is, there we go. Man, you've got the inside scoop on this game, man. I hope that you've got the same on 4 and 5, because 4 I'm definitely going to need a leg up on. 5 I'd like to go in, you know, as blind as possible, but I wouldn't have even thought about it. I was like, oh, I've already given him some food, we've talked, like, I'll just go ahead and move on. Alright, well, that's good to know. Yeah, I know, I forget. You're a poor starving thief. Quit begging. I think I think the tell about Rakesh was the ticket. I read this sentence like the same, like 3 times over and over again. Okay. I don't want to lose you. I don't know why, but I always feel like Harami has a New York accent. I am starving over here. I'll never do that again, I promise. I think that's because we got the point. Yeah, as soon as when the points came in, I was like, yeah, you're onto it. That's it. This is my last night in Tarna, essentially. Well, except for the event coming up. So let's get one more swoon in on our lady friend. Bringer of peace. We're closer, the towns, like the entire region is closer to the brink of war than we have ever been. And like, here I am. I didn't flirt, did I? No, I forgot it. Flirt, flirt, flirt. And I blew it. I blew my chance. Here I am, like, oh, hello. And she's like, bringer of peace? Like, no, war is gonna get worse. Literally because I'm here.
Oh, I thought you could talk to her one last time before she walks away, but what can I say? The old married man is no good at swooning the ladies. Fail. I better fix those skills for 4, and especially my understanding for 5 has got more opportunities. We'll see. We'll see how successful that is. How's our sneak doing? Or our stealth, rather. Garbage. Hasn't improved at all. Good job. Alright. The morning time is it. Grab our potion. Wave bye to Tarna. Yeah, I feel like we were owed a sneak peek at the Lion Tower side of the city. More than just getting kicked out of it anyway. Oh, I guess we can go see Krisha and Rakesh as well one last time. Well, give me them potions, homie. I have very few poison cure pills, so I'm pretty sure he gives these to you. Maybe I'm making that up, but okay, he does. I thought I remembered that. I don't think I have really many more encounters with poisonous stuff, but I think I only have 2, so since money doesn't do much good anyway, let's throw that back in there. It always disappointed me that the town was so small. I noticed it in this playthrough. I don't think it's ever really caught my attention. You know, I think you get the people walking through in the bazaar, so I feel like it was a little bit better at it than 2 at feeling like alive. I'm just totally disregarding what I said. I don't even know why I came up these steps either. But yeah, kind of same thing. Limitations of the time. I love how you can just like come into their house and they're like, hey, we're in our private area, but I guess you can come crash that. I think this is all repeats. Yeah. This is obviously different. Do more stuff. You'll find more crap. Oh, I didn't remember that she just straight up gives you like the path. Like, oh, you should do this. Yeah, we've talked about that. We've talked about this stuff too. For good measure, we'll do this. Okay, bye. I'm off to plunge the world into war and darkness. This is not how you max out your creepy creep skills. I get it's their city, but it's funny how they're like, no humans on the Lion Tower side, but we can go wherever we want. It's like, we're permitting you guys to live over here on this side. Alright, let's do this. Racist. Speciesist. Speciest. Recently had ants in the house. Like a good number of ants that were out, like massive hills out in the yard that we didn't know existed. So that's what I think about every time I've seen one of these guys. Oh, you little turds. I was looking at the screen, so it's kind of funny that it was like this intentional like stand there as it bites you. Alright, scoot your boot on out of here. That was probably the quickest like encounter to encounter jaunt there ever. Do a quick calm. Levitate over him. He's a slow moving fella. It looks more like they modeled it after like a football player than a dinosaur, how he kind of lumbers back and forth. I shot him a good couple times. That really didn't do much damage. I am not a good magic user. Just to shove it in Yusufu's face, let's grab a second horn. Also, I'm obviously not a good sneak if I can't even, like, skip encounters over here. Get them Simbani tunes going. Okay. You're taking the secret entrance back there? What's going on here? Oh, the side door. Yes, yes. I know what's in the cage. Don't worry, in a day or two I'm gonna do something you won't be very happy about. Let's go chat with our neighborhood friendly lady. I never realized this dude is the same dude that guards the cage, or at least, you know, looks exactly like. Hello to you and your seemingly dead baby. She didn't even she's looking in the corner over here. Okay, you have nothing to add then, huh? It's definitely time to get the story moving along. Everybody's kind of doing the same repeat. I've got to be annoying real quick and do something in another window. Alright. Quicker than I thought. That'd be most interesting that you walked across the savannah to come here and that's all you did today. Alright. Let's hit save after sleep. Absolutely. Appreciate you. Let's go jump on the beam a little bit. Full strength. Full throwing. We're still stealthing. 3 points. Stealth across the entire savannah. From Tarna to Simbani Village, and you get 3 points of stealth. Yeah, let's do some leaping around, waste our stamina out, and then we'll go get the sleepies. Just make some drawings, star pattern for our maneuvers. If I remember correctly, which has not been happening very often with the series, I feel like Yusufu looks just different enough. I probably should practice the Hora again a week ago of seeing like which way they go. Well, I mean it's the same as you, so that's fine. Right is towards you, but I feel like he looks just different enough from Ahura when you're doing your practice sessions and then you go in and the left and right. Maybe I'm making that up. I mean, one is kind of like a little hug and the other one's like a toss. Alright. Tired, mission accomplished. Time for sleeps. When I came into the frame here, it looked like it lightened up. I'm like, oh, I practiced all night. Oh my god, it's daytime. Sneak yourself to bed. I don't know why I always do that. He just goes over and collapses anyway if you sleep, but... like role-playing in a role-playing game. Save time! Good call. We're gonna jump down here because at this point, if we've missed anything... Too bad. Bed has been made. Yeah, I think... I don't know if you can talk to him about... If they let me in... Okay, I was about to say, I'm pretty sure you can just give him the horn. And then do that bit after the fact. I'm still sneaking. I swear I'm not here to do anything nefarious at all. Okay, yeah, I'm pretty sure this is a thing. We saved Simbani, so let's just throw horn at him. Okay, maybe not. Maybe we do have to do part 1 first. I was just about to walk out and just like, okay man, see ya. You're not talking about anything that I want to talk about anymore. Yeah, and we've already had this entire conversation. I like sometimes they make his speech like very rudimentary, like, English isn't my first language. And another time he has these eloquent paragraphs that like, after this happens, we will bring war to this land. When did Shakespeare show up? Okay. But we need her to not be around. We'll get our pleasantries out of the way. What a terrible existence. You just sit in this cage, and every once in a while you violently shake your head back and forth. All day, all night. Waiting for the changing of the guard. There we go. Sneak over. Nobody saw that. I'm pretty sure. It's my only potion, but, we might as well be careful here. Behave yourself. So his main job is to guard, right? Like, he's guard. I'm not talking to you. I'm talking to her. Okay, now I'm gonna save the standard save here. I think that was from acquiring it, so we'll go ahead and take that one up too. Because I think, does she talk when Yusufu's there? Or maybe you have to go hit up Homeboy again, who will be very excited about this new happening. Oh, yeah, okay. So it just pops up right there right away. Because I think you can talk to him about it at this point. Yeah, this is all of a sudden to become a warrior becomes available. I think it's funny that, like, you're just here. We have a prisoner who just happens to be a woman, so we're gonna sell her to someone. I don't want my son to marry her. She's trash in my eyes, but anybody else can come bring me this stuff. I'm gonna try to give him the stuff first. Yeah, okay. Was Zebra Skin even in there? Because that goes to her. Is he gonna yell at me again? Yeah. Okay, so horn first. Got it. You have to be a warrior. Yep, that makes sense. I was like, there are 3 things that need to happen. One of them is obviously at the end of this interaction between the caged one. But I couldn't remember if it was marriage initiation and then the exit strategy. Okay. I was going to say, I don't know if it's going to force it to happen, and it did. I was going to say, otherwise I'd practice a little bit more. We're not as skilled up as I would like. Like, I would have maxed everything out. But, I mean, even if he beats you, whatever. It still works out. Kick his butt. The ring one was always the one that got me. Because it's like, you can have your, intelligence higher. You can have your throwing, your strength. Everything could be way higher. We should sneak this course too. That'll definitely max out stealth. But it still wouldn't win it. And it's like, what do you mean? I did what you wanted me to. Maybe that's when my skills were crap. Maybe I haven't, not won it in the last several playthroughs, but I've not paid attention. Just cast fetch. I will be counting. Like, I think all of us can count. We can all keep track how many spears get thrown. Two? Yeah, I think you got this one, buddy. Also, the Symbani are masters of, like, machinery and pulley systems. I think we're only going to redeem ourselves by, No, he didn't. He threw 2 spears. What do you mean? Also, we could have been out here running this whole time if I knew we were going to get in a foot race. I love, too, how you get, like, this very... like, this should have been over here. There's just this very clear indication of, like, you should probably do something with this log and not with this spear. Oh, but the music's so fantastic. Hey, what's up, bro? You want to talk about that? Okay, I'm gonna run away now. Think again. I would like to help him. Okay. My favorite part is I've hurt my leg. I fell in a trap. Thank you for your help, but I'm gonna sprint past you to the end of the village. I want to make sure the village knows I'm faster than you are. How do you know, crowd? You get points for losing the race. I think the spear is gonna go poorly. The stone song. This I always love this one too. I just saved you, and now you're gonna talk smack to me? I was about to say, I remember him being kind of crap at spears, but he's doing better than I am. Like, overcompensating for the win, too. It's not being that big of a deal, yeah. The target which does not move. Yeah, I'm kind of spot on, so I need to stop trying to compensate. You suck. What? Come on, what's that? Okay. The game cheats. I love the gear up in this one. Like the biggest contest that's ever happened in this series. Begin the combat. Well, you look like you're about to drop, so I'm going to do that before you can. Or you're going to do that. Is my game bugged? I thought there was like a... I think it is. Well, it's a very interesting... yeah, it's glitching so bad. I thought it was going to be like the gear up to the song, but it very quickly became obvious that that is not the case. He really likes the right. I think I'm going to run out of stamina before... I'm tempted to cut game audio so we don't sit here and listen to that over and over again. There we go. I was about to say, I know I'm going to get him to fall, but I think he's going to gas me out before I can make that happen. Yeah, let's cut that. I will listen to it, but you guys don't have to. I would like to hit the quit button, please. Wow, that's pretty rough. At first it was kind of like, oh, the intro to the song, and now it's like I don't want to listen to that anymore, please. All right, 2. Just need to keep enough stam to make it to the last kick here. Oh, the sound might be doing better. No, it's not. Okay. It did like one more note. I'll wait until it actually stops doing that. It has not yet. We might need a restart here. Oh, there we go. Okay. At least I won the in-house stuff. The outdoor stuff didn't go as well as hoped. I mean, a win is a win, but I find it interesting that Yusufu only brings it up. I didn't remember you could do this. But Yusufu only brings that up if you lose. Like, hey, by the way, I kind of would have lost if not for him. But if you win, he's just like, you're a jerk. But you be smarter. You just called your son a dum-dum. Okay, I can't do the bride price here. Keep it safe. Okay, good. I was about to say, I have one more thing I need to talk to you about. As a prisoner or as a wife. Let's thank you a million times. I had the robe ready to go, but here I'm gonna grab other stuff. I bought those because I wasn't sure. I hope I bought the right stuff. And I always thought this is funny. It looks like you're like stabbed Laban with spear. What was the right price? One fine robe, one fine spear, 5 zebra. I don't think she's ready yet. Perhaps. Which is a bummer because... yeah, I think I need to go chat her up. Save. Yeah, the initiation is something we definitely need to make sure happen. I think this is where she chats. If you ask about her, we can do the old B save. Good progress being made. I imagine we're pretty tired too. Yeah. Yeah, not too far off from having fallen off the beam, but that's alright. I think you need to talk to Sufu. Yeah, I think you're right. I think when you talk to him, she finally talks. And then when the other guard is there, you can give her the little leopard gift. Oh, that's after. I think that's after. He changed to this girl. Yeah, because I think she does like a... pfft. Okay, not what I thought, but I knew there was some reaction there. Magicless cow person. Stringy-haired foreigner. You watch it, lady. Yeah, I don't think she'll do any of that. Psh, you're not gonna get her, son. We already fought once. Because I don't actually... well, no, I don't think she'll take this until you're married. Yeah, okay. Looks like you're like teasing her with it. I know you want this. I just like how I'm walking around with the drum of death, like, or the what do they call it? It's the spear of death. What was the drum called? Drum of magic, that's it. Take my gifts now, please. I've tried this like 3 times. Most interesting. Yeah, I'll go get your spear. I love how, like, archaic the name of their spear of death. Well, it is what it's used for. Yeah, I think the gift. I think the beads too, if I'm not mistaken. I mean, you already are my wife. The Laban said so. Well, what do you mean puts them away? Where, in her backpack? Where is she hiding these? No, don't answer that. It's funny. I hit H to mute myself right as I hit that. It's pretty much the only thing she's got on, so... Now she has a figurine and beads somewhere on her now very scantily clad person. Yeah, okay. I think we've outstayed our welcome. We've saved. Crack it open. So my point was, the guard, right? His job is to guard. He lets you splash something on the prisoner, and then later, he's just cool with you, like, releasing their prized prisoner. I don't think I should go see the Laban after that little event. Bad guard. Bad guard indeed. Not even a guard. Just a dude that stands there with a spear. Much honor to you both, except for freeing our prisoner. Twisted tree. Oh. I'm asking you about the event that you hosted earlier today. I don't know how long it took me, like on a first play through this, but I feel like it was a really long time before I thought, like, hey, go to the jungle. Look how creepy I look in the sneak stance. I'm pretty sure if you waste any time and not say the drum, she's like trying to talk your way out of this mess. Alright, I have the drum. Can we just go? Don't worry, I'll sneak and lead the way, even though I have no idea where we're going. A strong show of magic, or the whole reason we're mad at these people in the first place. But, of course, I'm gonna go for the show of magic. Why would they laugh at him more than me? That makes no sense whatsoever. He's obviously from here. The blonde-haired white guy is probably not a local. I love when the game makes you sleep, but like the player, the player is like, all right, let's go, get on with the story. Like next village, please. So even as an adult, I don't understand. Is she calling you talk all the time? You need to be very quiet talk all the time. I was always like, that makes no sense. Are you calling me talk all the time? Are you telling me to be very quiet and also talk all the time? We've been traveling together. Hello. All you can do is talk about it. I remember that quote. It's funny how at this point, like in 3, the paths have diverged so much that, like, sure, you could start 3 as a magic user for the first time and then, you know, do the magic ritual. I remember doing like the magic contest and stuff. But when you get to this point, you're almost certainly a paladin. Like, if you've played 1, 2, 3, that's just kind of like the way the game progresses you into it. So it's funny, like, oh, you could do a big show of magic, and like, oh no, I don't play that way anymore. Like, I did that maybe once. So every night, you do a magic ritual to turn into a leopardman to go out into the jungle to fight people who just happen to be walking by. Like, what other reason is there to do this magic? My sister always plays the thief, so never becomes a paladin. Interesting. So I start 1 as a thief, and I did the same thing I always do. I did in this playthrough. 1 as a thief. 2, you pick up some magic, so you can go to the institute, and then 3, you know, it's like it's already there. So always a thief. That's a tough one in this game too. 3 is the least story driven, I guess, for the thief cast. Yeah, 1 is just like, if you're not a thief in 1, you just wasted your playthrough. Should I throw a dispel potion on him? Oh yeah, I forgot about all Snarl Face. And when you do the magic ritual. See, you lose a lot in, like, the other branches with this. Because you don't even know who that dude is unless you're a magic user, really. Let's do... I was gonna say... Oh, okay. I didn't know if it was just gonna loot it to, like, right to... Like, anything you say would give him the drum. You can become a paladin as a thief, but it's hard. Too much dishonor stealing. I don't feel like you even, like, get to paladin, you know, until it's, like, in 4. You know, when, like, you actually see some of your, like, your paladin abilities come to fruition. But yeah, I can see that for sure. Luckily, it doesn't track honor until this one, right? Hero stance. Love the fast travel there too. They're like, we get it, just go. They're all wearing Speedos. Well, you see, Speedo has a partnership with the Simbani. And the Leopardmen are jealous of this, so they, whoever the competition is for Speedo, they've teamed up with them. So here's what I don't understand, right? The Leopardmen want the drum. The Simbani want the spear. They both have what they wanted, and the reason for war is gone. Like, sure, there's the mission and then the attacks, blah, 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 blah. But, like, it's been rather boring. Why at this point, whenever, like, all the things are settled, are they like, okay, let's go back and talk about how we cannot go to war? It's like, I thought we just did that. Like, you have a spear, he's got a drum, Like, what are we doing here? Like, well, no, there hasn't been the opportunity for bad stuff to happen, so let's go back to Tarna. We are so close to not having a session next week, but I think we're going to cut it even earlier than intended. So it's not just like a 20-minute endeavor next Friday. The sign of the demon. Rakesh, I've never encountered a demon. No, I don't know. I just saw yellow stuff come up. I don't know what that is. This is terrible. You're just waiting around, like, for reasons to pop up to declare war. I think this is probably a good time to call it. With the ominous sounds of this deadly savannah and newly impending war, we'll put our Quest for Glory 3 journey to bed until next week. Another Back in My Day Friday. Next week, I need to start preparing also for Quest for Glory 4, because in 2 weeks, you know what's going to happen. We're going to start that bad boy up. But as I've been blabbing about all night, tomorrow, Saturday Z, we're going to continue our adventure on Deadfall. It was slow going last Saturday, but hopefully we'll get a little more traction on that tomorrow. And then Sunday, back to Kerbal Space Sundays. That'll be day 2. Heading into orbit. We'll get off the old surface of Kerbin and back up. Monday again will be Void Train. That's before the window closes, so 2 hours before we decide whether to keep or return it. And then Wednesday will be the demo for... I've got to look at the name again. You know, it's super bad when I'm like, I don't have any idea what it is. Whispers of Westgrove. That'll be on... I'm sorry, that's on Tuesday. And then we'll resume the normal schedule back on Friday. So if none of that interests you, see you next Friday for the exciting conclusion of Quest for Glory 3. Knight, thanks so much for coming out again. It's always a pleasure to see you. Hope you enjoyed your Thanksgiving. Maybe got some shopping done today. And hope to see you again soon. And for the rest of you folks, if you're watching a later time, I'm Elder B. Take care.